Darren Griffith from the Village Runner.
Morning,
It's
guys.
actually Friday, July 20th. We're doing a pre-recording Marathon Mondays for July 23rd because Darren decided to go on vacation.
Sorry.
But anyhow, so the question of the day is how many miles can I run before I need running shoes? Now, Darren, I want you to look away for a second. I'm going to write down the standard answer.
Okay.
And I need you, since you're not, what is the standard answer?
What I usually say is most folks will get between 300 and 400 miles from a pair of runners.
Okay, so basically, as of 20 years ago, the number was 400 miles. Now, obviously, there are variables in that. I think if you run on grass all the time, trails,
Treadmills, how you run, what you run on, how often you run, that all comes into play. The bigger deal to me, besides the mileage, is starting to listen to your body a couple of hundred miles in, because your body's a better barometer than the mileage or the calendar is. A couple hundred miles in, if it's your knees or your hips or your shins or whatever your normal kind of ache is, that starts bugging you again, and your runs have been pretty consistent, that's usually the shoe not doing its job anymore. So listen closely
So
to
that
your body.
brings up a really good point. As a matter of fact, a week ago I was running, and all of a sudden my hip started hurting, and I looked down on my shoes, and they were starting to break down. So I basically changed my shoes. Hip problem went away.
There you
so
go.
It's a great point.
So mileage aside, listen to your body also, because that's a good indicator of how many miles you should get out of your shoe.
And calculating, if you actually, obviously if you run 100 miles a week, you're getting a new pair of shoes every month.
Yeah.
For some people, I think almost like you said, it's almost easier just to listen to your body. But this is a good, if you run 25 miles a week, I mean, you do the math. That's, every 4 months or whatever.
Most apps can track it for you too. You can put in the equipment that you're using, so you can track if you have multiple pairs of shoes, as you should. You can see how many you have on that specific pair by putting that equipment into your running apps or your Garmin apps, and they'll help you track the actual mileage.
All right, so I think that's probably a good enough information. If you need more, come on down to the experts at the Village Runner, and we'll be able to help you out. So anyway, have a good week. Darren, you have a good vacation.
Thanks. We'll see you next time,
back.
guys.
Thanks.